Hello, Juan Alanis again here to come to you with an amazing message from him. One that I can honestly say has transformed my life, transformed our family's life, and I know it'll transform your life. Remember, the SRG way is salvation, reconciliation, and growth. Those are the three safest and healthiest things that you can do in life. And not because I say it, because he says it. Now, one of the things that he says in there that is so healthy is when he says to you and he says to me, I'm going to give you an opportunity to start all over again. 8-9 years into our marriage, Josie and I, my wife and I fell into some very bad habits, as we talked about. And those bad habits were affecting our marriage. And so he gave me, after he had saved me, he gave me an opportunity to start all over again. Remember, he says, the old is past, the new has come. That is a very healthy place to be. Many people continue to condemn themselves and condemn others simply for this reason. He says, because they refuse to forget that past. The past is gone. He has no memory of it, and he says, I don't want you to have memory of it. All I want you to tell me is, hey, Lord, I want to start all over again. I want you to teach me. I want you to rebuke me. I want you to correct me. I want you to instruct me. Remember those 4 words? That is what he wants to do for you in this new life, in this new opportunity. And so, what are we talking about? Very, very important. Explaining. Remember, the word explain is his, it's not ours. And explanations come with the why and the how. Why it is important that you be the pastor of your home, and how can you become the pastor of your home? Doing the call. Fulfilling the call on my life, because he's the one who makes the call of a pastor. And he called me to be a pastor, but I first had to learn how to pastor in my home. That is what gives you in him the credential, the license to go and pastor others, if you first pastor your home. And so we're going to talk about that today. Very, very, very important, because he says that this pastor has 4 responsibilities in that home. Care for, strengthen, heal, and look after my sheep, he says. My sheep are your wife and your children. And that's what you're going to learn about. Today has to do with the man and the role that you have in that home. It is amazing the blessings that you will live when you submit yourself to that. He says, men, you pastor your home. No one else is going to pastor your home. That guy at the front of a place you go to on a Saturday or Sunday, that institution that we call, that's not the pastor of your home. He's just some guy who knows how to put some words together on a Sunday. Makes himself look good, then he asks for things. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about his pastor, and you are that pastor. And he says this, someone's watching. He says this in his word. Tell your son about it. Your son will tell his son about it. And those sons will tell the next generation. It is important that you understand that our responsibility before the eyes of those little boys is amazing. It's an amazing responsibility. And in front of those little girls, it's an amazing responsibility. So, he says, you are responsible also for training up that child. Training up the child in which way? His way. Who is the way? Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. And he says, train them in my way. And that is where it requires that discipleship. Those 4 words that we continually mention that people do not get from the institution. Teaching, rebuking, correcting, and instructing. Those 4 words are amazing, and he wants them to be a part of your life.